Auctioned Alive: The Dark Web Slave Market. Part 2. On Slave Market. The camera slowly pans over a dimly lit room cluttered with outdated monitors, tangled wires, and a lone chair. A green glow from the computer screen reflects on the narrator's face. The internet is a vast ocean of information, but beneath its surface lies something darker, something unspeakable. Tonight, we dive into one of the most horrifying corners of the dark web, a live auction where people, real, breathing people, are sold to the highest bidder. A darkened street at night, rain falling heavily. A man named Ethan walks briskly, looking over his shoulder. Ethan wasn't supposed to be there. He wasn't supposed to see it. A curious tech enthusiast, he found himself pulled into the dark web by a friend's offhand remark. "It's just for fun," his friend said. But what Ethan uncovered was far from a game. Ethan's perspective on his laptop screen as he navigates a dark website filled with cryptic symbols and strange chat rooms. His cursor hovers over a link titled The Market. It began with a click. The Market was a simple site. A black background, a list of categories. Ethan thought it was a prank until he saw the listings. Photos of people with a starting bid, their ages, their supposed attributes. Men, women, children, all for sale. Ethan's face illuminated by the screen. His expression shifts from confusion to horror. At first, he thought it was fake, staged. But then, the live-streamed auction began. A grainy video feed showing a terrified young woman standing under harsh fluorescent lights, her hands bound. The room is cold and industrial. A masked man's voice echoes as he announces the opening bid. Lot 36, 24 years old, healthy, obedient, starting bid $50,000. The chat exploded with activity. Bids poured in from faceless buyers, anonymous, hidden behind usernames like collector_47 and Red King, each bid higher than the last. Ethan's breathing quickens as he watches in disbelief. Ethan tried to close the site, but something inside him couldn't look away. He stared at the screen, frozen in horror as the auction continued. One by one, the victims were brought out. Displayed like objects, Ethan types frantically on his keyboard, attempting to find any trace of these people. He searches their names and faces, but nothing comes up. He couldn't let it go. Who were these people? Were they real? He dug deeper, scouring forums and hidden pages. That's when he found the stories. Accounts from those who barely escaped. A blurry handheld camera shows a man in a dimly lit basement, whispering his story. They took me from the street. One moment I was walking home, the next, black van, chloroform. I woke up here. They injected something into me, said it was to keep me calm. But I remember everything. Effin realized the victims weren't chosen randomly. They were targeted. Single mothers, the homeless, runaways, people who wouldn't be missed. En's phone rings suddenly. He picks it up, his face pale. His digging didn't go unnoticed. A message appeared on his screen. "We see you." His phone buzzed. An unknown number. The voice on the other end whispered, "Stop searching, or you'll be next." Ethan stares at the phone, trembling. He deletes his browser history and wipes his computer, but he knows it's not enough. Ethan destroyed his laptop that night. He moved to a new city, changed his number, and tried to forget. But the memories haunted him. The faces of those victims, the chilling realization that somewhere this auction was still happening. Stories like Ethan's remind us of the darkness that lurks in the corners of the internet. But the scariest part? For every Ethan, there are countless others who disappear without a trace. So next time you're online, remember, some doors should never be opened.